สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับฟูมาต่อสตอรี่กันผมว่างละหรือเปล่าไม่รู้ไม่แน่ใจแป๊บนึงนะครับขอเช็คตัวเกมก่อนเนาะเจ็บคอเลยยาฮูกำเหลวฉะนั้นเรามาเริ่มคุยกับอเล็กชิโนใหม่กันดีกว่าใช่ป่าวะไม่แน่ใจแป๊บนึงนะอันไหนรับของรางวัลกันเราไปเล่นขอนิดนึงเอาเมาส์หายเหรอนี่ไงลุยกันดีกว่าไม่เสียเวลาเนาะพูดจะเป็นทางการเลยฉันก็ด้วยครับขอเทสระบบก่อนว่าแหลกเปล่าโอเคไม่น่าแหลกขนาดนั้นแล้วมั้งไม่รู้ไม่แน่ใจมาคุยกันใหม่ดีกว่าผมก็ลืมละเราถึงไหนกันแล้วนะ
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal...
Huh?
ไฟมอนมีตกใจใหญ่เลยแป๊บนึงนะครับ
Are you serious? Isn't
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the
หลัง
signs
จากที่ฉัน
had
คิด
been there
ทวนเรื่อง
all
นี้อย่างถี่ถ้วน
along.
ฉันก็ได้ยอมรับมันในทันทีเพราะทุกอย่างเป็นตามที่ฉันคาดการณ์ไว้ตั้งแต่แรก
When I was young,
ได้ใน
I
ฉัน
discovered
พบ
I
ว่า
could
ตัวเอง
wield
สา
a
มารถควบ
very
คุมเป็น
special
หนึ่ง
kind
ได้
of
มันไหลไปในร่าง
fire.
กายฉันแล้วกับเลือด
It coursed
และ
like
เผาผลาญ
blood
เส้นประ
through
สา
my
ทของ
veins.
ฉัน
What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion... Exactly. That is why my hands are like this too. At first, I saw it only as a curse. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered red. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson
ไม่เลย
Moon,
ที่ฉัน
it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the You all
แต่นึกว่าชาว
understand
เค
the
เลีย
nature of
ก็
the abyss well enough. I draw upon
เค
its
ยบู
power
ชา
and,
เทพแห่งพระ
in
จันทร์ใช่
return,
ปะ
it hungers for
เท
my
พจันทรา
soul.
จันทร์สี
if
ลุง
I recall
ใช่ไหม
correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's a...
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the...
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon does that mean that the Karians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
ก็
So
ค
much
ล้าย
of
ๆกันมั้ง
that history has been lost.
อ้าว
We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might... Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the abyss. Still,
ผมอาจ
even
จะ
with
ไม่
the
ได้พูด
dark
เยอะขนาด
sun
นั้นนะครับ
looming
ก็
high overhead,
อาจจะอ่าน เพ
the
ราะว่าผม
Crimson
พาก
Moon's
แล้วผม
glow
เจ็บคอ
never truly faded. If you want living
แถมเสียง
proof,
ผมมันก็อาจจะดู
it's
ไม่
still
ได้เข้า
right
ขนาดนั้นด้วย
before you.
time we met, I sensed something familiar in your when I looked at you.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still... Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you...
That's right. For now, the iridescent moon is already part of who you are.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
When I first became a harbinger, the jester gave me a book called... You should be able to buy a copy next
อ๋อ
time
ผม
you're
จำได้
in
ผม
Fontaine.
เล่นตรงนี้ไปแล้วนี่หว่า
It's
ก็
a
จะ
love
ว่าทำไม
story
คุ้น
set in the Crimson Moon era, or...
Beyond the bounds of this world?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fear... They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, have you died? Did you see it? Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, within the fireplace you have The book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that this was their way of...
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space. But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of
ๆเฮ้ย
ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of
เงามายา
Conria,
อ๋อ
people believed
อ๋อ
they
เควส
could
อ
use
เล็ก
to
ซิโน
bridge the gap
ว่ะ
between
ตอนนั้น
the
มัน
two
เงามายาใช่
worlds
ปะ
of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. The catch is I'll need to stay on this. Very well. Then I'll open it.
Traveler, spare me a little more. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now.
โอ้โหย
Mistress of the
เล็กซิโนอย่างเท่เลยอะ
hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed,
เจ้าแห่งสีทั้ง
by
เจ็ด
fire renewed. I
ใน
offer
อดีต
myself now and beseech your descent.
ราชามังกรบรรพการปะใช่ปะราชามังกรอะเจ้าแห่งสีทั้งเจ็ดไม่แน่ใจหรือแค่เป็นจันทราสีลงเฉยๆเริ่มตีความไม่ออกเท่จัดเลยโดเมนเนี่ย
One word of advice as you're crossing over. No matter what voices you hear.
Got it. I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who is...
ไปกันเลยปะไปกันเลยดิเราค้างมาไว้ตรงนี้นะอุ้ยมีอุ้ยสวยอ่ะอุ้ยเอฟเฟกต์เดินสวยมากเลยอ่ะดูดิชอบอ่ะโอ้สวยจัดเลยอ่ะตีมากะอะไรเงี้ย เราเล่นแต่สวยจริงแหลกจริงด้วยอ่ะ โอ้ยกดผิดเลยด้านในจะเป็นไรอ่ะ โอ้โอ้พูดถึงเราเหรอ อันนี้อาบีพูดถึงเราใช่ปะสวยน่าดีมันจะโดนดูดไปแสงสักทีเลยสวยมาพร้อมความแหลกพูดสวยไปแล้วกี่รอบวะลืมกัน
Look up at the sky! A red moon!
นูนฟ้าสิพระจันทร์สีแดงน่าจะที่นี่แหละมั้ง
Is that the abyss?
อุ้ย
It's
เฮ้ย
practically filled the entire place.
อยากให้อยู่ในอันเลย เหมือนจะได้บลีฟอะไรบางอย่าง
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the Careful! There's something Haimon's right back. By the way, Kalambina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
ต้องไปทางไหนนะเลี้ยวอ่ะมีตั้งทีมได้ทีมนี้แหละเก่งสุดละ
Shake it and stir it.
ทำอะไรเอ่ยจ้าเราดูมันตายกันทุกคนโอ้ยทำไมแหลกจัง
Just like I thought.
ต่อยอะถ่ายรูปไว้ได้
It
ปะ
was only a facade.
ถ่ายรูปไว้ไม่ได้ด้วยตัดมันเลยละกันลาก่อน แล้วก็ขอนิดหนึ่งละกันมันไม่ดับของด้วยอ่ะเสียดายของจะหมดกันแล้วรีบดีกว่าแล้วโอ้ยต้องโดดนี่รีบอะไรล่ะต้องโดดครับฟู โอ้ยล่วงแน่เอ้ยไม่ล่วงมีกล่องละมีมอนด้วยแหละ มันไม่มีแมปหรออยากได้เป็นแมปอะเหมือนในนั้นก็ได้เหมือนอะไรนะเอ็นกาโนมิยาก็ทำสวยอ่ะอยากมายืนดูอ่ะ เหมือนโถงโคลามิน่าตรงนั้นก็เป็นแมปไม่ใช่เป็นแมปหรอกอยู่ในแมปอะเข้าแล้ว
For real? No.
ไดมอน
I'm not sensing
มึงบินได้
anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain. Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of wait. See that? Looks like a
อันนี้รียูสปะไอ้ก้อนดำๆรียูสปะ คุ้นอย่างเนาะรียูสปะครับจะลืมว่าฉันเคยรักเธอยังไง
looks like a device from the time of Karia. Maybe
ฉัน
people
จะ
once
ลื
came here
ม
to
ว่า
study the
เรา
crimson
เค
moon's
ย
dimension,
รักกัน
and they left this
แค่
behind.
ไหนกลอนนี้เธอกลับมา ไม่ได้พบกันใหม่เอาไว้ยิงเหรอเจ๋งเลยล่ะฉันกลัวกลัวอะไรไม่รู้
Look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, the shadow in the water. Do you think these mechanisms?
Thalindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
The Lindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh yeah. So,
The abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here. Like
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space. Fearless.
ไม่สู้แล้วได้ไหมอะมันไม่ได้ของอะ
Gotcha.
อันนี้เริ่มห่วงของนะ
think you could bully me?
Extinguished. Ha. Yeah.
เอ้า
Looks like the abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Quiet now.
Sketch. Let the world come alive.
Surge. Ha. Yeah.
ต้องอย่างนี้สิจะเป็นเพียงคนเดียวอยู่เสมอตลอดไปอยากจะคอยวันเวลาช่วยหยุดหมุนหรือเดินช้าๆเธอกับฉันได้ทบทวนเรื่องราวเราว่าสมควรจบลงใช่ไหมยิงกันเองตึ้งเครื่องไม่พังด้วยเยี่ยมน่าจะไม่ใช่กระสุนหรอกมั้ง
Merciless.
เป็นพลังแหละเหลืออันสุดท้ายอ๋อไม่ ไม่ต้องสงสัยนะครับที่ผมร้องเพลงผมเหงา
So the moon marrow, or rather the power
Itu kok
of the three moons,
เพลงก็ขึ้นมาก็ร้อง
is the
อะไร
key
เงี้ย
to unlocking. It really does exist.
ชอบอะเขาดูเก็บรายละเอียดมากเลยอบีดเอาอีกละยิงไปเลยสีแดงเลย
With the abyss inhibitors in place, I should be. Oh, Rerir. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not. If only I could get my.
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal. Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow. Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's?
it must be. For within it,
Then there's no time to lose.
ไปกันเปลี่ยนเพลงก่อนไปขอเปลี่ยนเพลงก่อน
Fearless.
อย่างนี้เลย
Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon.
อันนี้บีจริงปะหรือเราเก่งเลยอ๋อมีอีกด้วยนะ
Iridescent moon's mirror. Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it.
ไปทำลายดีกว่าคงไม่กลัวฉันยังรอเธอไว้
You can bully me. Can't handle your drink.
Things are
ครั้
about
ง
to
เดียว
get
ที่
dicey.
บนฟ้าไม่อาจกล้าพักไกลหรือเปล่า
Annihilate.
แสงเดือนของจันทราช่างงดงามเลยนะเธอส่งไปยังช้ำหรือไทยแม่พลาเลี้ยง
Scratch that.
โอ้ยร้องไม่เป็นครับ
Time to shine.
Extinguish.
ไว้วันกันนะห้ามไปเลยนะเธอเจ้าชู้จริงไม่จริงไม่รู้ก็ไม่รู้ มีแค่เธอคนเดียวแสงเดือนร้อนจนฟ้า ไม่อาจคว้าพักไกลหรือเปล่า
Strike a pose.
แสงเดือนของจันทราช่างงดงามเลยนะเธอที่เธอส่งให้ฉันฟังทุกครั้งที่ฟังโอ้ยเนาะ
Think you can bully me?
Take it easy. Game's up. Fun
แต่เดมิน่าก็หมดง่ายเกินเศร้าละกันเรียบร้อยมีอีกชั้นหนึ่งนี่โกรธนะ
The iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like an undying flame, yet now contaminated by the abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely. If we can purify the abyssal power within, we should be able to obtain its Is it you? Are you here?
Huh? Are you?
At long last, I can see you once more. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, the moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. My thoughts scattered as the cold crept in. But tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had possessed... You look so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you. But trust me when I say that everything happens for a
ไอ
reason.
โปไอโป
What was that all about?
ชื่อโคโนมิน่า
Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon?
ไม่รู้อะแต่
Oh,
ก็เรียกอะไรนะ
it sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
ช่างมันก่อนแล้วกัน
None of us have ever met her before.
Perhaps she took me for the goddess of the frost. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. That should help. All right, time to leave this place and... That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon. Oh, lifeless.
เอ้ยไม่แหลกแล้ว โอ้คอมันโดนเอาไปแล้วนี่ ก็มิติพังใช่ปะอ๋อเห็นนี่ปะที่เขาไม่เอามาเป็นแบบนี่ในเรื่องนี่
Wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon
เอ
marrow.
อใช่จริงด้วย
All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
โคตรเท่อะ
Give it back. The crimson moons. My marrow. My heart.
สเวลเลอร์ไวมากเลยอะ
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall.
โอ้โห
Rise. What are you waiting for?
โอเคเริ่มกระตุกนิดหน่อย เข้าไปนิดเดียวเท่านั้นนั่นแหละสวัสดีครับผมสวัสดีครับฟูเริ่มติดฮาฟูละเริ่มเป็นพ่อหนุ่มเทสดีอาจจะยังนะ
We made it! Is that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied
Then
its
po yang
will
the
by
le.
bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone.
But surely... Oh... We're so sorry, Arlecchino.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return.
โอ้ยในที่สุด
Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina!
I'm fine.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still,
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight. It's okay.
Ui สีฟ้าสวยเลยล่ะ
how about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay. I want to see him gone from Not Cry. The ray here of Solnari and his wild hunt must be.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly... When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino.
plans of your own. But whatever you're after, don't let the abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. They describe. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rerir, give it some. All right. That's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway.
อืมอ้าวเยี่ยมเลยก็นิดเดียวแล้วนี่จะเควสทีแล้วทำไมกูไม่เล่นให้จบวะ นั่นสิทำไมฉันไม่เล่นให้จบนะไปกันต่อเอาให้จบ
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored.
คำขอค่อยไปรับเอาหลังจบไลฟ์ก็ได้
In other words, mission accomplished.
มีกี่โลแล้วเนี่ย300เพชรกับอีก4โล6โลแล้วเหลือนิดเดียวก็จะได้อีก10โลไปสุ่มกันก็ตามน้องโคลัมบีน่ากลับบ้านฉันต้องทำไม่ได้ตอนแรกก็มีโลเยอะอยู่หรอกมันหมดไปกับโคลัมบีฉีแล้วดิ พูดถึงชื่อไม่ได้เลยสำลักอะไรเงี้ย สีทำพิษชิบหายเลยอะไรก็ไม่รู้ฐานอยู่นี่ใช่ปะเฮ้ยอะไรอะ
Oh, do you think the others are making good? Oh, hey look! They made it back. Flint's! Lama!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back.
You seem rather cheer.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do, and fighting alone can get quite tedious. But I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young.
We meet again.
อเวโด
How have you been?
Albedo!
ใช่อ่ะอีกคน
Doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross
ใช่อ่ะ
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
นี่ปะเห็นผ่านฟีดอยู่อ่ะดูลินปะ
A gentleman of few words, I see.
It's nice to meet you again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec!
ฉันหนูดูลิน
That's right. It's me.
อยู่น่ารักจัง
I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be.
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't all.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now! Paimon
แต่มันก็อยากโดนน้อยอยู่นี่นะ Short fuse จัด
the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys.
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well.
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now.
ผมไล่กินชินทีกันไปหรือเปล่าเนี่ยวันเนี้ยไม่รู้เหมือนกันนะ
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am.
เดินสลิปไม่เจอกันนานเลย
I overheard your little chit chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague,
มาได้ไงอ่ะ
we should be back to the though
อยู่ทุกที่เลยเหรอ
we have another new face. Someone else managed.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer,
น้องผจญภัยที่แข่งที่สุดในเทพ
colleagues.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once
When he comes looking for us,
ไฟมัน
usually
พูด
something
มากจังวะ
important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the wild hunt then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the wild...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to...
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go there.
I wonder what's taking you so long.
ดึงกับน้ำตาคลอ
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer under such circumstances. Would it...
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter.
Alright then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Laumo will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather and feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business.
คุยกับโคลัมบีนาก่อนเลย
You're both awfully quiet. Have either of you ever had your portrait painted?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance,
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway.
Oh, whatever style.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
you can replicate any style I want.
I can try. If you show me a sample.
Thank you.
อยากได้แล้วว่า อยากได้แล้วว่า อยากได้แล้วว่า
Is there something...
Yeah. For starters, why'd you...
If you think back to our previous interactions,
อยากมาก็อยาก อยากไปก็ไปอะไรเงี้ยอยากก็อยากคืออะไรวะ อยากมาก็มา
Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along with us?
sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dane's lift.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's back.
Indeed. Thank you.
อุ๊ยขอบคุณด้วย ปรับโมเดลคนอื่นแล้วอย่าลืมปรับโมเดลแดนสเลฟนะครับ คุณหมี คุณโฮโยเบิร์ต
Truth be told, I can't remember the.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being.
Iluka is a good apple. I'll give him that.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? Come on.
เงียบกันเฉย
Let's just keep
เงียบ
it
กันเฉย
between ourselves. Probably best if Eloa doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be.
Anyone
เพื่อน
else
วัย
you
รุ่น
know? Let me guess. The Traveler and.
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear your secret's safe.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barb.
Of course. Just as long as you don't go
Shut you,
skirting
Jack.
around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough then. Nothing.
Hmm.
ไม่สบอารมณ์กันทั้งคู่อีก
Miss Nefer, you made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left.
So much for just this one.
Not so loud!
Did you say something?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy.
กบจัดคอนเสิร์ตอะไรเนาะอ่านไม่ทัน กดไวเกิน กบจัดคอนเสิร์ตอะไรกลางคืน คิดได้ไงอ่ะ
First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler.
เยอะเกินไปจนไม่โดน
I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly
ปล่อยไพมอน
the
ช่วยเลย
best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way. So, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's the.
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter?
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for.
My name is Dainsliff. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Neff.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing?
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and the visionary, Vedafenir, who wished to foretell the future, the wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge, Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life, the foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength, and last but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never...
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in...
Strangely, now that it comes to it, the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedafenir, was summoned to the palace by the Finster King, only for the king to gouge out his eye. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together centuries on. The memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedafenir, the very person I had come...
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsliff, what price are you willing to pay?
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you...
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks!
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking,
I'll give
ระ
your
ระดับ
proposal
โอ้โห
some serious thought, Mr. Dainsliff. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the 3 moons, your power should be greatly enhanced.
I believe it will take a little... You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the... So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn... Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari.
Kutar.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength...
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shape the person? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him...
Understood.
As for the other 2, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer.
So you're placing all your hopes on...
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, Please, I must object to your portrayal of me.
I almost don't want to leave this room.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll...
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir.
Look at them getting along so...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
ด่ากันแล้ว
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my...
Anyway, we've got Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if...
This whole experience is teaching me a lot.
Hate to...
Why?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is...
ฮึบเดินไปเลยเอาเปิดประตูอีก
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's... Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of... Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely... Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all...
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. Well, in the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole...
So, Paimon's like... the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall,
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into
หูฟังผม
Common
แปลกแล้ว
history?
แป๊บหนึ่งนะ
No chance.
โอเคไปหาของกินไว้เหมือนดูหนังเลย
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good.
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshop. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Is this where you keep your secret?
โอ้ยตีได้เอาตีเล่นก่อนเลยวะเล่นไม่ทันแพทอะมันต้องชาร์จดียังไงอะที่แบบมี3 คนอะไรเงี้ย
Can't hide the truth.
พุ่งตีปกติโอเคเทสเสร็จละพอก่อน
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what... He looks even gloomier.
เราต้องตรวจสอบอะไรเอกสารปะนั่งโอเคนั่งก็นั่ง
He
โอ้ย
looks
กดปิด
even gloomier.
นั่งให้กูเถิดนะ
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendant. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter.
ดูแล้วก็มีความเห็นอกเห็นใจอยู่
Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Neutralized on
อันนี้คือคนที่ตายปะ
no body for the
ใช่ปะ
archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a
เนี่ย
female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever.
ไม่สำคัญแต่ก็กำจัดทิ้งอะเนาะ
Female, 13. Occupation,
ไม่ได้เด็ก
none.
13 ปีเอง
Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized and filed.
โหดร้ายเกิน
Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been neutralized. Male.
เอาไปเลยนะปะไม่อยากดูแล้วโหดหู
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
ทางไหนอ่ะ
Mr. Vedafilnir, it's been quite some time since
Revier, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Huh.
ถึงไม่มีเทพเจ้าคุ้มครองอะแต่เคลียร์ก็ไม่ได้ดีไปกว่าเมืองอื่นๆเลยนี่
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out. It's just, tell me. Does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and...
That isn't a lie.
No.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter...
Does it feel good?
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you... You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left on...
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never... The burden of prophecy was never meant...
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not...
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet...
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a for many reasons. There is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness.
Hold on. There's that same
โห
black.
ดมากไม่เปลี่ยนคู่แต่งงานซะด้วย
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face. His name is Rayrir. And he
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why are you telling me all of this?
Simple. I want you to kill him.
No, absolutely not. I would.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter? You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
ขอโทษครับ มีคนเข้าห้องมา เสียงเข้าเลย
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little... If you can't bring yourself to do it...
The Rayrir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past as love should be built on honesty. But ours was... Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold, no matter who I have to...
Huh? Was that Rayrir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die? Felindis, are you even listening?
โอ้โหเด็กก็พูดถูกอ่ะ
Sorry, Freether. My mind was... I heard you, though. You're He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was used...
No. Rayrir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant... Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving...
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't forget that Rayrir is in Eclipse up. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time to...
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape...
you call that...
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere.
เหตุการณ์หนักขึ้นเกินลีเลียทำเพราะว่าหน้าที่อะแต่ราชาอะไรขนาดนั้น
It all adds up.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk.
ตีไม่ถึง
Everyone sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
It all adds up.
Doesn't make it open above board. The thing happens to need you right now. What if it doesn't?
That won't happen.
Things changed. Ever since you fell under the spell of that power. It has changed. You only had to take out a handful of it. But now,
The ones I dealt with have always been guilty, and I've carried out my work flawlessly.
I ต้องฝึกเป็น
It all adds up.
you know why Columbus didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because she didn't trust you? Or something else?
Enough!
Delindis, do you still remember
Orlog.
the boy who was pretending to sell flowers?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago.
He.
I just don't get it. After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people
No, that's not. Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too.
ตาก็ไม่ได้เป็นอะไรแล้วนี่ทำไมยังต้องหลบอยู่อ่ะ
If you ever need a place to hide.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to all subjects of observation that were sent inside have no progress whatsoever. What now? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to, but I. If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen.
แล้วเมื่อกี้ก็เดินไปแล้วนะ
Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we?
ดอกไม้นี่เหมือนที่อยู่ห้องเหมือนที่อยู่กับคุณมามีน่าเลยใช่ไหม
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thalindis?
Huh?
No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even... Erminsul. Finster King! Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone... No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Oh.
You're really
หนักจริง
letting
อ่ะ
me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But if you let me go, you won't be.
Good point. In that...
No, please! I just want to see.
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word.
If I let you leave, what will become of me?
หน้าที่หรือชีวิต
Just kidding. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir.
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly who's it. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps... Tell me then! What will this moment of opportunity... And... no answer.
So, The Eclipse dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. Nope, and it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon dynasty's descent. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a And why does Vedderfanir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the time for something. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Part simulation, part reasoning. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is.
รีเรียก็น่าสงสารจริงนะเนี่ยก็ตรงๆเลยคือน่าสงสารมาก
Rerir, are you there?
ต้องไปที่ไหนนะต้องเดินมานี่แล้วไปตรงนู้นนี่แหละ1 2แล้วมานี่เดินแล้วก็เดินไปนี่ไปด้านหน้าคือดีปะแล้วก็ดี
Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met.
Okay, I'll come.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is.
ไม่ยากจังอ่ะ
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to...
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible.
Lunatic. Robtatir, What brings you here?
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure—
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think— Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but
You must be Rarir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsliff.
it's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatyr more than— Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary?
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right—
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleff, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most— My blade will force the king to—
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deep. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does— You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for any— This black fog over the board must have some connection to another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Oh. Oh. แล้วไปอย่างนั้นสู้ไปเลย เอ้าโอเคได้ โอ้ยไม่ชอบไอ้นี่แหละปุ่มมันอะปุ่มมันงงอะทุกคนปุ่มมันไม่น่างงหรอกแต่ผมเนี่ยงงงงละอ่ะตัวยูแม่งเลย W คือไปด้านนี้ S คือมาด้านนี้ D คือเดินหน้า A คือเดินหลัง W ไปด้านนู้นก็ปึ้งนะฮะแล้วก็ผิดทางเลยมันเดินตรงแม่งเลยคือ S คือไปด้านนู้นโอเคปุ่มมันโอ้ยไม่ไหวกับปุ่มแล้วโว้ยถึงป่าวะ1 2 1ไม่ถึงไงโอ้ยปุ่มเป็นอะไรที่ปวดหัวมาก
Author Felindis. Over the course of this week, the research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow Lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a moon, if we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My
เอาอีกแล้ว อ้าวมันเริ่มนี่เลยกูจะบ้าเอาเถอะบังคับสู้ก็บอกมาเถิดพี่ไม่โกรธกันหรอก
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Felindis,
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. and this
What if he finds out that you pried into his secret?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's...
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Revere I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep...
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red...
A red moon? You mean... our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color, no matter how long it takes.
เอาอีกแล้วยังไม่ได้จะจบกับกระดานหมากรุกเยี่ยมเยี่ยมปุ่มฉันงงปุ่มอ่ะไม่ชอบเลยดีคือไปทางไหนดีคือถอยหลังเนาะแบบนั้นแหละไม่ใช่ดีสิ A คือถอยหลังถอยหลังต้องสู้ไงเอาให้ตายเลยโอ้ยกดผิดอีกโอ้ยเกลียดมากเกลียดสุดๆอะ
Hurry, everyone.
and stick to the
Sir Dainsliff, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has been.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vediful. Stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time...
เอาอีกละเปลี่ยนกระดานอีกละโอ้ยเกลียดจะสู้ก็สู้ไหมไม่ไหวแล้วนั่งยังไงวะเนี่ยแล้วก็สู้ปึ้งแล้วก็เก็บนี้ใช่ปะมันแค่หลอกหรือเปล่าวะลืมคิดละ
Found you. Hello. Surprised? Oh, wait.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer
I'm curious. What did you...
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you and... Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future...
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his... There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future.
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter in a whole... There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same...
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me.
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just
เพลงก็บิ้ว
can't
อารม
do
ณ์เกิน
it. But you
เพลง
see
บิ้
a
วมากเลย
broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our...
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered...
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. It is up to you whether you believe my words.
I will hold you.
Thank you for setting me free. In return...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to...
The Universitas. Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
โอ้ย
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
ทำไมบอลตรงวะดูสู้แม่งเลยแล้วกัน
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around. But if they were ever gonna activate...
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? What other means does the king have at his disposal? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the University...
สถาบันลับ
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your... Let my name echo in song! The show begins!
Things are about to get dicey.
ไม่ชอบหมาป่านี่เลย
Shower me with praise!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Look at you, Boozehound! Time to shine!
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
Yoo-hoo! Think you can bully me?
season ends here.
เหนื่อยมาก
Monsters at the Universitas Magistrorum? Oh no.
ทลินดิส
It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer.
อยู่ในสถาบันลับ
Where
เหรอ
are the weapons? Of course.
หรือว่าผมอ่านข้ามอะไร
All
ไป
the
วะ
lab equipment was upgraded.
ไม่รู้เหมือนกันแฮะ
I'm done for. Is anyone there? Ah! Stay back. Please.
เอ๊ะแปลกๆแฮะ
What's that?
Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus? No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No, I won't do it. I have to save her.
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me.
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
มีแต่เดนสเลฟที่รอดใช่ปะ
Despair, desire. We all have our
Rerir.
Cylindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. find you. And then you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnar... A monster created by circumstance. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth... His past is filled with... Everyone, I'm back. Can I...
She's fine, Bob.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular...
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony.
Cool. So, can you fill me in?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me...
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the...
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curate... In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flints and Varka lounging about in their chairs. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves. Oh no.
แย่นี่คือเกิดอะไรขึ้นอ่ะเกิดอะไรขึ้นเอ่ย
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking.
Wait. How long have I been
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment.
Boss, what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow...
Hallucinated? But...
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yet...
Has anything like this ever happened?
Only once. It was the first time I used the...
Is there any similarity between what happened then?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can do?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things...
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal...
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you. Ever would I...
What?
Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient?
Oh, okay.
ห่วงคนหรือห่วงพนักงาน
Anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. I suggest everyone, even though all this you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue just because.
Don't I have the best employee?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, Lauma.
โลกสวย
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me.
แต่ชมเรามาหน้าตาสวยโอ้ย
As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. You have my word that I will get us all out.
คำถามคือในใบหม่อนในไพมอน
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at...
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more...
What do you mean, loose change?
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently?
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be
Pile of stones. Got it.
แบบไหนทุกคนผมกำลังคิดอยู่ไม่ใช่คิดผมกำลังหาปุ่มลัดอยู่แต่ก็ช่างมันละกันกดตรงนี้ง่ายปะโอ้โลเท่าเดิมเลยโอ้ว้าว
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking...
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against?
It was just a figure of speech. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. But things are looking up.
So you're the
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert.
So, do you get any...
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day.
เพลงก็ยังเพราะเหมือนเดิมเลยได้เพลงใหม่วะทำไมคุ้นไม่รู้ผมจำไม่ได้แต่เพลงเพราะ
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief. And now.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. You're a liar and a cheat.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Eab. Praise the gods. The well of the Eab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. This is an emergency. Please send help as...
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered.
เฮ้ยยูริสวัสดีครับฟูสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับเขตน้ำโดนฆ่าทั้งอุ๊ยพูดได้ไหมวะโดนนั่นแหละทั้งหมู่บ้านเลย ไม่รู้ I love YouTube bro
Officer, well, I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
ไม่เห็นนานเลยอาคาชาปะใช่ใช่
The academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her.
I don't
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really...
So?
Nowhere special. Just a
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
เขินเลยนะคิดถึงยาชีเนี่ยเขินเลยคิดถึงยูริคิดถึงเลย
Just the one.
ยังไม่ได้เข้าไปเล่นให้เลยไอ้เควสยังไม่เสร็จเลย
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that...
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form.
เขาไม่ทำโมเดลไว้หรออยากเห็นน่ะอยากเห็นเนเฟอร์ร่างเด็กอ่ะ
Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Ui. คิดถึงนะเนี่ยโซเมรุ
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh, please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you...
A weak student. Good.
I think what you're saying is a weak student wouldn't have noticed that...
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone sent me a letter to the academy.
Ah, your family wrote to you. As long as they...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably sitting on... Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I...
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful and leaves...
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell...
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have...
เป็นความคิดที่ดีนะเนี่ยเนเฟอร์ถึงว่าได้ฉลาดมากโอ้เป็นเงาเลยสวย
This must be it. Let's take a look. A dilapidation. This one was never... Who was it addressed? This...
จดหมายเยอะเกินไปแล้วขออนุญาตสคิป
In clinical terms, this seems like... Wait, what? The note says... This next one is addressed... A few words of protest. In recent years, however, it appears to... As well, education is the... As grant... I do hope... And the sender is... So this is where... Whatever. I'm not exact... I can't believe... I don't believe for...
อันนี้อันสุดท้ายแล้วปะ
Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinue, Chief of... I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you all as... The Shimti tribe lives a harsh nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatala, we worship the Lord of Floods. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting... We have next to no...
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally... You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You lied about... And who fell for it? Just me. But... Which makes you a pathetic liar. I think I'll take over from here.
โอ้ยกดปิดแล้ว
I just came to say goodbye.
Nefer? You packed your bag.
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the house...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a...
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are It's not worth much. Keep it. It's fine.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty...
โอ้โหบรรยากาศสุดยอดเลยแป๊บนึงนะผมขอเปิดเพลงก่อนที่ไหนเนี่ย
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region.
Huh. So, you do know...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come out...
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well... I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in... I hope I am making...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your...
I assure you, Chief, That would not be in your... You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, so let's indulge in a few drinks together in celebration of this momentous occasion.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've... What?
Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours. And so...
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them.
Much... Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my
So, in summary, Ambassador...
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our... So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the
Kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The EAB, at the same time, there is simply no way that...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations. Natural allies. Weren't the EAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized...
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how.
ไปเลยไปเปื่อยจัดอะ
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but the monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp... So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, If we can find somewhere to sit down.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this store. I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trades.
Then I'm guessing it's.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it.
Sounds impressive.
Ah, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him? Is he a...
Well, he's not a small deal. Please, this is the bare-bone basics. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to...
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
โอ้โหแมว
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
ฮะโอ้โหไอ้เหี้ยนี่แกล้งเป็นแมวเหี้ยนี่การล่าบ้าข้างแกเป็นแมวจะบ้าโอ้ไม่ใช่การล่าบ้าข้างด้วยเหี้ยเรียไอ้โอ้โห
is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Oh.
How repulsive.
timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past. Well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item.
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself.
If you're alluding to the abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse, no matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
This is a question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the moon.
Miss Lauma, any thought?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge. The term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends,
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself,
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well.
but there's more to the power of the Frost Moon.
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial... And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rahier of Solnari.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rarir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rahier of Solnari exists in the... With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rarir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss?
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is... This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... When I think of the man I want...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold...
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot to...
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene.
Holy.
Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't... No need. Come on, let's talk out. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of... It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So...
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but it felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Morag.
2 days? Holy moly!
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obvious. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you... Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, Paimon's dying.
All right, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, None of us are your boss.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are.
I see your point, yeah. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rahier of Solnari is a truly...
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before...
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the... Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight... Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed... Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this babe.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going...
Wait, we can still back out.
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of
Who'd you hear it from?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work.
No cool. This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flints and I will absolutely support...
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last...
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me... So, the longer your name, the higher... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost?
Oh, does this mean someone out there
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partner. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about...
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all...
You will?
ขอ7 หมัดลูก
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling.
Looks like bankruptcy for...
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
กดสกิลเข้าเลย ไม่นึกว่าจะอยู่ใกล้
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the good ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No, I have a supplier.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharu took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? What's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably thought
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done. Either way, all's well that ends well. Huh? What does that look?
Paimon's just
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. There are always gonna be times in life. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon... Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are... Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my
All right, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a business... Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be?
ทำแล้วไม่กี่ชั่วโมงแล้ว2 ชั่วโมงกว่าแล้วจะ3 ชั่วโมงเลยเดี๋ยว
Merciless.
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smoothly?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process...
What? You can actually...
That depends on your definition of wild hunt and
Harmless, lifeless. These words are...
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal beast. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality. Oh, sorry. Once I get back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rarir's corpse is you could think of this as Rarir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of...
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if...
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well,
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
all right then.
ยังไงก็ชอบอันนี้อยู่ดีอ่ะน่ารักดี
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes, the fate of my flock.
My lady. What are you?
Within the next 24 hours, we will. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are, honest.
โอ้ยหอจันทราน้ำค้างแข็งไม่เคยว่าเนี่ยหล่อเท่จัดเพิ่งสังเกตเหมือนภาพวาดดิสังเกตเลย
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
That's right. Names are funny things.
Yes. I take it your own name.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeat. I don't recall any happy moments from that time.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your...
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going...
Okay. So... You see? You're torn. Now you know what really happened.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. Yet even now, they support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing... I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh. Shall...
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari.
You will? Oh, thank you so much.
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to...
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept.
มันเป็นภาพวาดจริงๆเว้ย เนี่ย ใครวาดอ่ะ น่ารักจัง
Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
นี่คือกระจกแกะพัซเซิลกันได้ไหมค่อยไปเล่นต่อ ย่ากล่องล่า มีกล่องให้ไหม มีกล่องให้แน่เลยงั้นไปจ้ะอยากได้เพชรครับ ไม่น่าใช่กล่องแล้วนะอันเนี่ย น่าจะเป็นพัซเซิลอีกปะลาก่อนค่อยเล่นต่อ เราควรเล่นในเรื่อง ลังเลได้ อย่าเยอะเลยอะอย่าทำให้พัซเซิลมาวอกแวกเดี๋ยวมันจะนานกว่าเดิม อยากเจอสเกิร์ตอีกอ่ะ
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's been waiting.
Not too long. I came a little early, so...
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on when I was awakened by the Radniki. I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. Please.
Never! Over here!
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high... Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide...
Excellent.
The chest that's
It won't hold him much longer.
No sense sitting around waiting.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon. Every ounce of strength we have.
Ready?
Let's go.
แป๊บหนึ่งนะเดี๋ยวเป็นบอสขอเปิดเพลงก่อน แป๊บนึงทุกคนผมหาเพลงไม่เจอ โอเคเจอละ
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
โอ้ยฉากสวยมาก ชอบเลย เห็นแว่วๆว่าเป็นบอสใช่ปะจริงๆด้วย
Stay on
ก็
your
มากันเลย
Yep, you too.
ไม่โดนหรอกไอ้งัง
Our lost lamb.
Let me help you guys. Eat this!
Be silent. Hunt them down.
จะทำอะไรพวกเราไม่ได้หรอก
Futile.
เพราะกูเก่ง โอ้ยกูไม่เก่งละขอโทษ เป็นไงล่ะลงไปบ้าง โอ้ย
Can't hide the truth.
Hunt them down.
Forest, protect us.
The moonlight. Pathetic. Futile. Hunt them down.
อุ้ยฟองดกเลย อย่าทำแบบนี้ได้ไหมเนี่ย ไม่ไหวแล้วนะ ทำไมมันไม่ล็อกตัวให้หรอ หรือยังไง ถ้ามึงจะว่าเบิดขนาดนี้ เอานี่ไปก่อนเลยไป
Close your eyes.
ไม่เป็นไรมากปะ
With one heart, we pray. Leave this.
Observe. Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent.
Futile.
โอ้ยก็กระเด็นเกินไปปะบางทีอะเรา
Race.
Water jet!
Observe. Steady now.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end. Do you see now? Heaven here. When will it be?
The moon will protect you. Branch into song.
Your foul spirit is not welcome here. Close your eyes. The night cometh. Are you quite finished?
โอ้ยมึงจะเก่งไปไหนเนี่ย
Lost lamb. The deception ends here.
มึงก็เก่งเกิน ตายสักที โอ้ย กูหลบได้
Futile.
With one heart, we pray. Leave.
Observe.
Pathetic. Hunt them down.
Close your eyes. To dust.
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Futile. Hunt them down. Moonlight betrays you.
Shameless.
Pathetic. Hunt them down.
โอ้ยเนาะ
By the frost moon of
กระเด็นเกินอันเนี้ย
poor lost lamb.
No more lies. It all falls into place.
จัดการมัน
Seek within.
เลย ไอสัตว์ ไอเฮียนี่
The moonlight betrays you.
Leave this.
Observe. Steady now. Night falls. Do you fear the dark?
ขัดแข้งขัดขากูจริง
Forest, protect.
Can't hide the truth.
Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first?
ๆ จะทำอะไรของแกไม่ทราบ
Get
ให้เปลี่ยนเฟสด้วย
No, we've been separated.
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before. Knowing too
แล้วไง
much is always a death sentence. And reborn.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma, can you hear me?
Hold on, wait. Silence.
The voices are coming, but at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
No more lies.
Yeah! Water jet!
Can't hide the truth.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here.
มันก็เอาสิมันโอ้ยแรงชิบหายเลย โอ้ย
It all adds up.
ลีเลียแม่งลบหลู่ความตายหมายความว่าไงวะ
The mystery unravels.
ไม่ไหวแล้วปิ้วเลยทำอะไรก็ไม่ได้หรอกนี่แหละ
Can't hide the truth.
คืออะไรอ่ะ ดูดแรงจันทร์3แล้วไงต่อ ยิงไม่ถึงด้วย
Bombs away! The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Destroyed.
Don't push your luck.
How much power
No more
will
lies.
it take?
It all adds up. Seek within.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds
โอ้
up.
ยตายยากเนาะดาเมจก็เบาๆตอนนี้
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Water jet!
นี่ไง ปึ้ง
No more lies.
Wipe out!
โอ้โหแล้วมันจะทำไมไม่สร้างอยู่กับที่วะทาวเวลเลอร์
It all adds up. Absurd.
ไม่ตายง่ายหรอก แต่สูงมากเลยนะลีเลีย
No more lies. It all falls into place.
อีกละ
Shameless. Curses. There's no other way.
ต้องไม่เลยเนี่ย
It
หายแล้วรอดไหมวะ
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to.
โอ้โห
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless, and then I will reduce you to dust.
But that
ปาก
dust
ดี
will
ชิบ
plague
หาย
your memories. Come on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining
จะนัด
as
ง่ามึง
they
เนี่ย
are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. You fear what you could never defeat. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Now,
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate, or is it what you've become?
let's see what becomes of you.
เอ๊ะ
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
เอมิโดทำดีมาก
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
เมาซะแล้ว
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space,
ตอนแรกนึกว่า
it
โก
will create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
โอ้โหเอ้ยนอกโกไปเป็นบทแห่งชีวิตแล้วนี่ สู้เขาลุกคนละมิได้
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Hmm.
เก่งจัดอะ
Don't you realize you don't have the power to hold that gate open?
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rarir.
ชอบอะ
We won.
ชนะแล้ว yes โอ้ย สู้อย่างนานเลย
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
ตาบอด
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please, I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get your... My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage.
You're right. There's no damage. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the...
Things are a little different now from how they were.
Friends.
โอ้ยดีใจอ่ะ เรามีหน้าเรียกเพื่อนโอ้ย
Yay! You're awake!
มีอะไรไปมัน
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for...
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She could...
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern. He also dropped off some... If you're feeling up to it, let's head over...
เยี่ยมเลย ไปทางไหนเนี่ยโอ้ยติด
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding...
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up.
ไม่บอดใช่ไหมไม่บอดใช่ไหมไม่บอดใช่ไหมไม่บอดใช่ไหมไม่บอดใช่ไหมไม่บอดใช่ไหม ลืมตาอยู่ใช่ไหมมองไม่ชัด
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well?
นี่บอดไม่
Turns
บอด
out
ไม่
that
บอดไม่บอด
Enchanter has some real talent after all.
สวยมาก
My eyes were mostly
สวยจัดเลยอะ
recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow...
Oh, sure. Come. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second.
You bet.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets... It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. Oh, father. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
โดนไม่ใช่ขอโทษครับ
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers. Did he really think I'd fall for that? So that's enough for you to decide he's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't... It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, if you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a... If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, after all that build-up, our mystery ally never...
วะเนาะ
Huh? Am I imagining?
ถึง10 โลไม่นอ
So, that close colleague who stayed behind...
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction
Oh.
from hanging out with Buck. Although, now you mention it.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt he won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on.
คนหนึ่งใครอ่ะ ยังไม่ถึงเลยเกลียดเอาอีก
Lord Sangamabe, I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right and you might...
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about...
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry. Your...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yeah.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangamabe. You don't like people finding out about your good deed, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get... Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost fear. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more... The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your...
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes,
But surely you have dreams of your own, beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other... Just thinking about...
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home.
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your mother...
Yeah. Though it's been years since... It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating... My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely her fate...
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me...
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that...
Oh, absolutely! I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's...
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse react?
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. We can't thank you. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning...
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in...
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help...
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
คนละไซส์กันเลย
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You sure look...
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fact. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that, when facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the... For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and... Anyway, however you cut...
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, would it...
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself? We just wanted to, see how you were... Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think... Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed. Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you... If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past... Who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are his personal... Wait! Are you saying you know him? Like, I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal... We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request. But I did read through everything first. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such... So... That's where the formulas in your notebook are from? I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive. And the future, a mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics, begin to take root in their hearts. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wit, that dream would... But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of but I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth... Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him. As... Same difference, really. Just a matter of... Doesn't surprise me. You share one thing and the only difference is, your dream came true. And his... Well, I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by... To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely... After that, the only thing supporting his work. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him, I think that formulas and machines... Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz... He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fair. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz... I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by... At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage. While the Fontaine research and many years after that, tensions over and that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life. I do some... Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps they were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor them. But instead, the search for their own... Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way you said that sounded just like Alain. He gave the exact same answer as you. No elaboration. Just a quick short answer. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
ยาฮูในที่สุดก็เสร็จเหนื่อยจัดอะแป๊บนึงทุกคน โอ้โห บานเลย โอเคทุกคนวันนี้ผมอาจจะไม่ใช่อาจจะผมพอสตอรี่พออะไรไว้แค่นี้เนาะวันนี้ ก็สำหรับใครที่เข้ามาดูนะครับ ก็อย่าลืมกดไลค์กดซับให้ผมก่อนจะจากกันไปด้วยเนาะยังไงก็ฝากด้วยครับผม งั้นวันนี้ผมขอจบไลฟ์ไว้ก่อนนะครับ ก็พูดไงดีวะ ผมพูดปิดไลฟ์ไม่เป็นอ่ะ ผมลืมไปละก็ขอบคุณนะครับที่เข้ามาดูกันแล้วก็อยากให้ไลฟ์เกมอะไรก็สามารถบอกผมได้นะ ถ้าผมคอมไหวอะนะ งั้นวันนี้ผมขอตัวไปพักผ่อนกันแล้วครับ ไปละบ๊ายบาย ไว้เจอกันไลฟ์หน้าครับผม